Like I often tell people, to me, the surest indicator of a divorce is not anything anyone says, it's a sound. And it's this sound. It's just that like when the other person's talking and there's just this like, ugh. Love is an emotion, but love's a verb.
What does that mean?
Love's a verb. I mean, love is an emotion. It's a feeling, but it's a verb. Like to love someone is to act with love for them. Like it's a verb. It's a thing you do. So it's not just something you feel, it's something you act upon and to act with love towards someone. And so the acting with love towards someone, loving someone, actively, the act of loving them requires some understanding of them and their blind spots. Like what would be wrong with sitting down with your partner at the start of a relationship and saying, look, we're going to get in a fight. Some point. It's probably going to be my fault. I'm going to say something stupid. I say dumb things all the time. So we're definitely going to have an argument at some point. When we do, what kind of person are you? Do you like need a minute? Should I let it kind of like air out? Because if I try to force the conversation, we're going to have a big argument. Or are you the like, we cannot go to bed angry. We got to work this out. We have to talk about this tonight. Because the time to learn that is not when you're in a fight. Like the time to learn that is when there's this abundance of connection and optimism between the two of you. And then when that moment comes, to have the presence of mind, when you have a conflict, to go, okay, we knew this was going to happen, and this is how we talked about, we're going to try to navigate this together. What it was you did when you were still connected to each other. Like, how did you interact with each other? How often did you have physical intimacy? How often did you spend time together, just the two of you? What did you do separately and what did you do together? Because until you look at your baseline, you won't know how far you've drifted from your baseline. Relationships change, people change, their bodies change, everything changes. But the question is when did it change by default or by design? Have you ever thought or talked about as a couple why it's changed? And are we both okay with that? Or is it something that one or both of us feel like, hey, we might have lost something in that process? So I think, again, baseline is a really important thing to be thinking about. Then one of the first things I observe when I'm seeing the cracks in a couple, like when I walk into a room or I'm watching, one of those housewife shows and I'm like, oh, they're definitely getting divorced and they're definitely getting divorced. Like I often tell people, to me, the surest indicator of a divorce is not anything anyone says, it's a sound. And it's this sound. It's just that like when the other person's talking and there's just this like, like what, yeah, whatever, what? Yeah, okay. Like, why are you bothering me with what you're saying? Or that like kind of eye rolling. Like it's just those subtle discourtesies and disrespects. It's the tone, it's the body language. Like that's a huge piece. So I would, when you're looking at signs, look at how you physically relate to each other. I mean, you've seen couples, I'm sure, where it's
I'm like, why are they
even
married?
when they touch each other, it's like, when you're first together, like you touch your skin and it's like an electric bolt through you of like, oh my God, this person touched me. There's like, oh my God, our legs touched. Like, it's just that, I mean, and thank God that passes or we just never get anything done, but it's supposed to sort of pass and become like still something comfortable and connected because all that person, maybe you don't like holding hands, that's okay. But maybe they're trying to connect with you.
Yeah.
So do you want to connect with them? Like, and if it's that I don't like sweaty hands, okay, so put your arm around me. Like, lean in and do something like meet each other halfway. There's a lot of these little tiny physical and verbal disconnections. Like even just the act of when your spouse is talking to you, if you are on your goddamn phone, like that to me, like watching couples sitting there, one of them is talking and the other one is sort of going through the phone and you see them doing that. What? Oh, yeah, Like, all I'm saying to you is you're not important. You're not important. You're not as important as this. And then what do you meet that with? Very often people meet it with like, they'll either keep going and condone that behavior, or they'll stop and go, well, I'll let you finish. Go ahead, no, finish what you're doing on the phone. And now that feels accusatory because that person's like, well, no, I was trying to look at this thing. They weren't trying maybe to insult you. The two things I say that everybody accuses me of being unromantic, that I actually think are two very romantic sentiments is one, marriage is a job. It has a set of roles and responsibilities. You signed up for it. You didn't have to take it. There were other positions available and you chose this one and you can quit if you want to, and you can go get a different one if you want to. So it's a lot like a job. And it's a job that theoretically you want to be good at. because you want happiness, right? In this exchange. This is what marriage is.
So true.
It's about like, hey, how can we become like complementary pieces to each other and to create this beautiful whole together? So I think that's an amazing opportunity is to really say to yourself like, hey, I'm going to try. And it's brave to try. And it's scary. But like, if you're not scared, it's not brave. Like, it's only brave if you're scared and you do it anyway. So I think that most of us, if love is on the line, if our marriage is on the line, like, we can be brave. Like, you believed in Santa Claus for 7 years. You can believe in yourself for 15 minutes, like just really like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like go, like just do the thing, So I think try. And at least that way you'll know where you stand. Because if you've now made a concerted effort where you've tried a few times to really reach out to this person in a consistent way and create some connection between, and it's been rebuffed every time, then I think you're going to have a much clearer understanding of where you're really at in that relationship. And that might guide you in a direction like my office. I believe some marriages need to end. I genuinely do. I've seen some people very successfully divorce, many of which then go on to find love that is more deep and connected for them and real joy. They're better people and they're better parents after their divorce. And I think we do the world a disservice to view all divorces as failures. But I want a long-term satisfying relationship. I want to be happy in this relationship. I want my partner to be happy in this relationship. I want both of us to feel fulfilled. I want both of us to feel loved. Most people who are married would like to have a happy marriage. So just like most people would like to be in good shape, the question is not, what do you want? It's what are you willing to trade for it? Like, what are you willing to give up in exchange for that thing? So I think the first question we have to ask ourselves is, am I using this technology in a way that if my spouse was standing here, I would use it differently? Like, would I be following these people if my spouse was watching who I follow? I'm not suggesting we have to monitor each other's social media. That's I think a very personal decision couples have to make. But I think the best entry point is yourself, right? Because I have much more control over myself than anything else. So I think starting with, would I be having this communication with this person in this specific way if my spouse was part of the conversation? And sometimes it's very obvious that the answer is no. Like, I genuinely think the cure for the entry points of infidelity is monitoring your own behavior. Like, if my spouse was standing next to me, would I be talking to this person this way? Would I be looking at them this way? Would my body language be what it is if my spouse was standing here? And if the answer is no, okay, then just notice that. Notice that. I'm not saying you have to do it differently, but notice that. Because you realize, hey, this is a problem. Like, I know I keep bringing things back to like food and fitness, but like I can control my food environment better than my brain. Like, if there's potato chips around, I'm eating them. So I know, okay, I can't have that in the house. Or if I have it in the house, it's with the understanding that, oh yeah, I'm going to annihilate those potato chips at some point in one sitting, and that's okay. Like, listen, life is to be enjoyed.